What's up, everybody? Workouts everywhere. And we're going to talk about them next.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.
It's lunchtime. What is going on, everybody? It is indeed lunch time. Nice mid-afternoon break for me and hopefully you, the crew. And of course, Cowboy is back with us today. How was your Easter lunch?
Oh, if you have not had a primary school lunch in quite some time, I highly recommend going and get one. Chicken, dirty rice, green beans, bread roll, chocolate milk. Who doesn't like chocolate milk, Scott?
Especially when it comes to those little cartons like you get at school.
They don't have it in the carton. There's a little plastic bottle, not that big.
Man, there goes our environment.
Oh, yes, right away. That's next thing you know, there'll be plastic straws everywhere, which actually did come with a plastic straw.
There's nothing I hate more than a paper straw.
No, paper straws are pretty much one of the worst things ever invented, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'd rather have a hollow noodle than a paper straw.
Yes, the noodle's liable; it's going to last longer than a paper straw would.
Yeah, the texture of like paper on my tongue makes me want to vomit immediately.
Well, especially once it starts disintegrating, because that's what happens if you put paper in water. I don't know if y'all know that or not. I don't even know what paper is made out of, but it's a lot of water in there.
Yeah.
Insane.
Shanna says, holy cow, Colton just went unbroken in the handstand push-ups. So fun to watch. What's amazing, Shanna, is Chris Ibarra went unbroken too, and nobody noticed. Nobody's going to notice.
We were just talking about it, and it was like Chris is going stupid fast. And you don't even pay attention to him because Colton just ripped through him like it didn't even exist.
If Chris was doing the workout by himself, you'd be like, man, he's flying.
Yes.
But put him beside, because they came off the rower at the same time. Chris chose to take his shirt off. That slowed him. That got Colton 10 reps because of how fast he does handstand push-ups. But if Chris was doing it by himself, you'd be like, man, he is flying.
Yeah. If you're just watching Chris by himself or the other dude that was in the distance, whoever that was off to the right, he was also going super fast, right? And none of that mattered because Colton kicked up and it was like 30.
Yeah, Colton looks like the needle on a sewing machine.
It's insane.
So Jody, I did not have I had actually had it muted because I was talking to Corey before we went live on the show. So I don't know what was said about him. I was just like, Chris is killing this, but Colton is going so fast. It makes him look like he's going slow.
It's like what Savon said about Matt Fraser at the games is like, nobody's paying attention to anybody else but him. Like whenever he's on the floor, because he's just destroying everything. And it's the same thing watching Colton just now. Like the other guys are doing really good. And like Chris was absolutely killing it, but it didn't matter because Colton, it was on a whole different level and they both went unbroken.
Yeah. And I had just got done watching the girls go on from the Girls Unfiltered, Fee and Alexis. And Alexis tried to go unbroken and went 28-2 because she got sweaty and she started sliding.
Yeah. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah. Crazy.
All you can do is kick down, try to wipe your hand off, and then kick back up. Like there's no saving that once you're upside down. You can't reposition.
Daniel Arnson, is Corey ready to admit he's been doing all the workouts before the window? Everybody thinks that you weren't here because you were off sneaking the workouts in.
Negative. I am not that guy. Here's the thing. If I would have, I would guarantee I was talking to Jenny about this yesterday. I said I'm videoing my workouts for a couple of reasons. Number one, for my own stuff. Number two, because I came on here earlier during the week and I was like, these are dumb workouts, whatever. I was like, I put a target on my back. It's like, I am going to get asked for my workouts. So I 100% video, like I videoed yesterday. I did the squat clean bar muscle up one, and I'm recording the other 3 as well. And it's like, if I would have tried to do them early, even if I wouldn't have, said what I said publicly, I guarantee you I would have got asked for them. Hey, can we see your videos? No, with no timestamps, and then I would have been immediately extradited out of my age group forever.
So that brings me to, I don't know if you had a chance to see the inaugural episode of Girls Unfiltered.
No, I started watching it this morning, and then I had a customer come in, and then I had some other stuff to take care of, so I did not get the chance to watch it yet. But from all the comments, it seems like it went fantastically.
It was a fun watch. They did seem to unveil a lot more than most people have done in the past on their podcast. It's more in the vein of Boys Interrupted than previous athlete podcasts.
Yep.
And in that vein, you know how much I love Fisa Gaffi. Like, she's an Ohio girl. I've known her for a long time. I've had some special moments with her at events. Like, and she is one of the coolest people I've met in the space. But she said something last night that got my ears up and my antenna perked. And she said that when she first qualified for the games, they were talking about their biggest online blunders in the past. And she had done a workout. It was the wall ball, maybe the wall ball row from like 17, 18-ish, 19, maybe, I don't know, somewhere in there. And she did the workout and her video had cut off 10 minutes into the workout. So she redid it and the same thing happened.
Jeez.
So they were out of time. She submitted the score and said, well, I hope they don't ask for that video. CrossFit ends up asking for the video. So she did it again after the open was over, videoed it, and submitted that video. I don't think that's in the rules.
I'd have to go look it up specifically. I don't even know.
I mean, you have to complete the workout in the window.
Yeah.
Now, she matched her score, right, to show that she had the capacity to do it. And it's 8 years ago. We can't go back and prosecute at this point, right?
Right.
But it just makes me wonder, like, how many times have people done that?
That's an excellent question. Especially guys like Fee, like that's what she was doing at the time, right? Like I'm an athlete. I have time. Like if they called me Tuesday and said, "Hey, do you have your video?" and I don't have it on my phone saved, I can't just leave from work or from whatever I'm doing and be like, "Hey guys, I'll be back in 2 hours." Roll to the gym, set all my stuff up, run through it, like do the whole thing. I'm 48 years old, dude. I don't have time for all that.
Well, and Terry asked this question. Didn't they allow athletes to match or beat their score back then with the new video? I don't believe they did. And what really got me perked up is she was at Mentality at the time, Scott Panchek's gym. And in the story, she says she was off pace of her original score. And Scott came over and whispered to her, "You need to pick up the pace to get there." Scott is someone I respect more than anybody in this space. And the Pancheks are full of integrity and full of
good people, man.
I don't know if it would. I just don't know enough about I wasn't even in media at the time. I was a volunteer at best. And well, Mark Phillips is doing some research for us.
Well, I mean, Holly's not here. Somebody's got to do it.
The video must be validated for the athlete to receive an invitation for regionals. The video must demonstrate the athlete has the work capacity required to achieve their original posted open score. Well, there you go. I think it was 2019, Mark, if you want to dive into that, because that's from the 2016 rule book.
So she showed capacity.
And it was validated by an affiliate. And she did the workout 3 times.
Yeah.
And she hit the score in the video. I don't think it's a huge crime, but if you go by what Toby Buckland said yesterday, cheating is cheating, unless the rule book is like that in 19 as well. I think it was 19 was her first.
Here's the thing. So in Fee's case, right? She got halfway through it, camera shut off, whatever, right? It's not like she didn't finish the workout. She 100% finished it. She got witnesses, judges, people had mentality signing off on it, realized her video didn't work, did it again. Same thing happens. So now she's got 2 separate videos showing at least half of it where she's flying through this thing. Submits it, hopes for the best because she doesn't have any time to do anything else. At that point, you're just kind of stuck, right? You're going to be at the mercy of the judges. In 2023, I submitted my video for MFC and I forgot to measure the wall ball target. And I ended up being a backfill invite, but they sent me an email and said, hey, can you go back to the wall ball target that you use, measure it right quick, like on camera, and then send that to us so we can confirm that one. And I was like, if you give me about 45 minutes to an hour, I can. And they were like, cool, did that, send it to them. And now I realized that's not HQ by any stretch of the imagination, but I was still at the mercy of them for doing such a thing. Because like, clearly you did all the work. You forgot to do this one thing.
Can I just say we have the best chat in the world?
Not even not even close.
Our chat are funny. They help me with segues. They do crack research. Mark, you're the best. 2019, the submitted video must demonstrate the athlete has the work capacity required to achieve the original posted open score. All right. She's cool.
Good.
I learned something today.
Yeah. But I mean, and that makes sense. Like, technology nonsense is going to happen. Not everybody's on the same schedule as everybody else. So that would seem to be reasonable. And it's not obviously edited. It's not.
Jody says you're all good looking too. Of course. Only the best here.
Oh, that's yeah.
Back then, I think only the top people filmed their workouts, so people new to the games having a great open were given the chance to submit a video. So there it is. There it is. Yeah, I was not in media back then. I didn't start this podcast till the end of 2019. So I wasn't diving in, and my first year was not anywhere near what we are today.
Right.
We were just hanging out, chatting, kind of what Corey and I do. Maybe I've come full circle. Maybe. Anyway, Corey, have you done a workout yet? Are you there, Corey?
Sorry, dude, I lost audio for a second. Say that again.
Have you done a workout yet? Are you there? Is it me?
No, it's me. I'm going to kick myself out and come back in.
Okay. Mark says we can hear you both.
Yeah, I can't hear.
Yeah, Corey can't hear. Yeah, I was worried that it was my Roadcaster that happens every Sunday night. So I was just doing that. But while Corey's doing that, I did check out Tyson Bagent did the shuttle run workout. He qualified for semifinal, or shoot. Tyson qualified for quarterfinals. He's doing the workouts. And he did the shuttle run workout this morning, and Hiller put it up. So that's out there for you to view. He did it against his brother Ezra. The coolest thing about the video is Ezra looks like Tyson did 3 years ago, like an exact twin.
So it's like Tyson racing against himself.
It was like a before and after picture doing the same workout.
That's fantastic.
And Ezra went out to a quick lead. Tyson caught him, but I'm a Bears fan. I follow Tyson all over the place. So Tyson is way thicker today than he was when he was a rookie coming into the NFL. And you have to do that in the NFL or you are not going to last the season. And it's funny because Ezra is like pre-thick Tyson.
That's fantastic.
On that workout, Tyson went unbroken on the first set of overhead squats and did 2 sets on the second. He moved through the burpees pretty quick. Shuttles, not stop. He had a really good time. I was really impressed with that. And he ended up beating his brother by quite a bit at the end. So that was on this morning. The coolest thing is they're opening a new gym. He got that guaranteed contract money kicking in.
Yeah.
And so it's a beautiful facility, but they don't have clips yet for the bar.
Oh,
and they don't have chalk.
Also a problem.
So he did the workout without chalk, and his dad took a band and wrapped it around the end of the bar real tight, like a scrunchie on each side of the weight so it wouldn't move.
Oh, that dude.
And Hiller was like, "Where'd you learn that?" And he said, "Survival school. This was a MacGyver class."
Travis is something else.
It is literally, they are the funniest family. They're so fun to watch. They should have a reality show.
I mean, they have enough footage right now that they could kind of just put one together from all the stuff that we've accumulated over the years. Just imagine some of the old videos of them like starting off with Travis like doing the floor announcing stuff, because he was as insane as he is now. He was batshit crazy when he was on the floor doing the floor announcing stuff in a good way, like in the best way possible. It would be fantastic to watch.
Jay Birch says poor people have poor ways. And now they have this big guaranteed quarterback contract money that he has, and they still go with the old ways. What boggles my mind is he's a rogue athlete. Like
here, Bill and Katie.
Right.
I need some clips for these barbells. And can you
probably busy?
And can you send me a pallet full of chalk? Like,
yeah. Shipping must be delayed because they're busy hooking up Xenom.
Probably.
David Reed, my daughter beat me in the shuttle run workout. She is now grounded. And Joseph Vermeer, whoops, I missed it. Solid parenting.
Absolutely.
And Jay Birch, let's hear it for the 1883. There we go. If you weren't with us yesterday, we learned that Jay Birch lives in 1883.
Oh.
And so, yeah, we had a whole discussion about soap sacks because of Colton's Hog Scrub, and you can order a soap sack to go with it.
Yeah.
I got one years ago from Dollar Shave Club, and it's game changer, right? Every bar of soap I have goes in the soap sack, and then I don't have to, it's everything in one, and I just scrub and.
Sure. Makes sense.
Jay Birch says he has 2 hands, a washcloth and soap, and he's fine.
I mean, I feel like Birch is very, very, very Texas set in his ways. Like, I'm going to do this my way, and that's the way I'm going to do it because it's the way I've been doing it forever. And it ain't broke, and I ain't fixing it.
Yeah. Where I go with, hey, if they make something better, I'll go ahead and give it a try.
Sure.
Calluses equal scrubbers. There you
He
go.
ain't wrong.
Exfoliate with my calluses.
100%. I got plenty of them.
All right. So we had Tyson this morning, and then we had Alexis and Fee go later, and they had special guest commentators, Ty Jenkins, Hiller, Tyson Bajent, and Alex Gazan. It was really cool. I thought they did a great job. That was their second episode.
Yeah. Dude, so look, I'm watching or trying to get caught up on the premiere from last night. And then I hit, click subscribe, like and subscribe, everybody. Give us a I hit the subscribe on everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Give us a subscribe. I hit the subscribe for theirs, and then 5 minutes later, I get a notification that they're going live, and I was like, "That's wild," because I didn't know. I mean, obviously, I didn't get a chance to finish the whole thing, so I didn't know they were doing that today. And then there it is. They went ahead and went live with that. With it, like you said, pretty good crew. With Ty is, I said this yesterday. I think it was yesterday. He was on Savon. I was like, that kid is the most mature 20-year-old I think I've ever even heard of. It is insane. He has an 85-year-old soul inside of a 20-year-old body. It's fantastic to see.
Terry said that was a great show. Really impressed with Alex leading the conversation. We all predicted Fee would be the leader. That was not the case. Alex pretty much took that over. She also had a great take this morning on online competitions. And that competition is about being prepared in that moment to let your athleticism and your strategy take over, and either you succeed or you don't. She hates online competitions because people redo things 3-4 times, and they get to practice things and get to do it over and over again. And it doesn't truly test the competitive piece like it should. I really, really enjoyed her take on that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I hate online qualifiers. I realized for the competition, the level of competition I try to compete at, they're kind of a necessary evil at this point, but they are not fun to do, dude. Especially the ones that like, here's these 6 workouts. You have 2 weeks to do them. And it's like, because I know myself, and like, I'm going to rethink it, and I'm going to re-go over it. I'm going to do this again. And I'm like, well, let me try this. And I try not to. I really, really, really do try not to like make it a whole thing, but sometimes it ends up being a whole thing. The only plus side of it is that if you completely punt one into the stands and you got time, you can have another shot at it, right? To be able to actually put your best foot forward. But I am not a fan of them. I'm put undue stress on myself because of it.
Trish says Rob calls her his soap sack. Good.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you train alone, you don't have any other athletes to compare scores like training camps or watch other strategies. It's very helpful still. You don't get to practice during war. That's very true. But speaking of live, feel alive every morning with Thirdsy. All you have to do is use Thirdsy at checkout, get 15% off your order, or go to Thirdsy.com/Jazzy, get that 15% discount, and feel alive every morning and recovered after a great night's sleep, getting that collagen protein, not relying on those addictive things like melatonin, just getting a good solid night's sleep. Thirdsy.com/Jazzy. Trish said it's Ron, not Rob. Was that a Freudian slip, Trish, or? Grant says ABR always be redoing, because I can't find it again. There it is. Joseph Ramirez, almost made myself sick this morning before workout 1. The pressure. There's no pressure, dude. Just have fun with it.
No. You will see me pacing around back and forth before one of these. Like yesterday, I started the camera, set the whole thing, went and filmed my dumbbells, my little 5 feet, blah, 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 whatever. Went back and set it down. And then like I'm pacing around to just kind of, I got to get in my mindset. And because I know, because it happens every single time right before I do one of these, is that I'm going to have to pee like right before we start. I'm like a pregnant lady. Like I am going to have to pee before any sort of activity. So I just kind of wait until, and then I looked at one of my buddies like, and there it is. I'll be right back. I run, pee, came back, gave him the nod. Time to go.
Trained Olive says Thirdsy made my recovery from workout 1 so much better. Now I'm feeling jazzy for 1 today. See how it works for quarterfinals?
It's amazing.
Rob is no one. I hope Ron doesn't see this.
Rob might be the mailman. And the mailman always
has a lot of pressure. That's because if you get up at 7:15 tomorrow morning and you tune into the Glintons podcast channel, you can watch Joseph do a workout tomorrow morning and you can root and cheer him on.
I'll be coaching. Otherwise, I'll be watching.
Nothing wrong with redos and learning different things at work. It's different than in-person comps, but it's part of training too and learning. Many top athletes redo yet say they don't care.
Yeah. 100%. Dude, I redid 26.3 and blew my initial score completely out of the water. So 13 reps better.
Like and subscribe, get Clydesdale to 3K. We would love that so much.
We would. It would be
fantastic. We are so close. We're like 21, 22 away, something like that.
Everybody, go tell one person. That's all you have to do. Send this to one person. Hey, subscribe to this channel. You won't regret it.
Joseph is the new Colton.
They're about the same size. So,
yeah.
100%.
Joseph's fit, man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Firm hand. I met him at the games this year. Firm handshake. Good dude. Fit guy. Go support.
Great beard.
Morning. Great beard.
Great beard.
Meg says she won't yell at him. But Kenneth says he thrives on that.
Oh,
Colton is way more wide.
I never actually seen
that. I wouldn't say way more. He's
kind of hard for him to be more wide.
So then we had Colton and Chris Ibarra go. That was fun to watch. The boys interrupted, I think, are going today at 3:30 Eastern time.
I think that's right. Yeah, this afternoon.
2:30 Central.
Sometime in the
We're in
mountain.
the mountain time zone, so then I got to figure that out.
To be honest.
Yeah, all these damn time zones in our country. So that's going to be fun. I guess all 4 of them are going at the same time. So it will be a competition every event through. Do you think that's good for someone going through quarterfinals, like an elite athlete? Do you think they're going to push harder because they're doing it all together?
I would. If I got, like, there's a couple people I know that I can work out with, train with, I do qualifiers like this with, that are going to definitely make me go a little bit faster than I would, because it's a rabbit to chase type deal. Do I think they would go as hard as they would at the games necessarily? No, not at all. Because it's not worth it. All of these guys are making it through to the next stage. Most of them already have invites, right? They're definitely going to finish inside the top 2,000. We don't have to worry about that. And it's not necessarily, unless they're trying to do like Colton, who's trying to win money, top 5 type deal. if they think they got a shot to do that, then they might go a little bit harder, even than they naturally would. But the risk versus reward, especially with semifinals being so close, it's probably not necessarily worth it to go stupid hard.
Yeah, one thing I left out is they're actually collaborating with the Games channel on YouTube. So it'll broadcast both on their channel and on the Games channel.
Cool.
And Carolyn is saying that the Games team emailed athletes to see if they want to go live around that same time today. So lots will probably hop on their feed.
Dude, that's awesome. Good on them. Like, generate some hype, man.
Jenna Hauke, give that woman a raise.
Please.
What she has done during this open season to expand the media, the face of CrossFit media, is huge. And to collaborate with these athletes through the stages of the season is a win-win for everybody.
100%. You put more eyes on the athletes, and in turn put more eyes on the sport. Good job. Super good job. Colleen.
I'm saying other athletes will be going on. I know Ariel said she was today in her story.
Awesome. I did turn my notifications on for one of those. I guess that's what that was. Thanks, Carolyn, because it came up that was happening, and I went ahead and made sure I put my notification on. So that, I guess that means we're just gonna have like a 700 screens going. Picture in picture in picture in picture.
It'll be like the 2020 Rogue Invitational.
Yeah,
where we're all around the world with all the little screens, and
that'll be cool as shit. I'm in for that.
That was truly one of my favorite events ever, because we're locked down with COVID all around the world. Instead of canceling, Rogue came up with a creative way to have all these screens up, and you could watch 10 athletes at one time. And I was lucky enough to be a judge at that event, and I was Saxon Panchek's judge. And so I was I got to see the behind the scenes. It was wild, dude.
It sounds like
we had I think it was like Slack, and I had an earbud in the whole time I'm judging, and the head judges are watching the feeds, giving you feedback in your ear during the workouts.
Damn. That sounds cool as hell.
It was, but they weren't allowed music. They weren't allowed anything like that. So all I could hear was Saxon breathing really hard and the head judge in my ear.
Just Saxon just running through it the whole time. That's fantastic. 11 a.m. Pacific.
11 a.m. Pacific time is when they're live. That's 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. I always got to get Corey's time zone in there for him.
Nobody cares about Mountain Time.
But yeah, that was such a fun event, and it's cool that, and I'm shocked that nobody else has made that like a thing.
Right.
Let's do a comp. You get to do it at your home gym, and it's all going to be online, but we're going to give you live judges, and we're a production team to do all that. It'd be a huge cost savings to like in-person comps, but it still has that in-person comp feel, because you're being assigned a judge. There's head judges. There are standards that have to be met. There were floor plans that had to be meticulously laid out. I'm just shocked it's never happened again.
And there's also a chance of somebody having Jeremy's Wi-Fi where the signal just drops out for no apparent reason. People start doing the max headroom. Like
they ran tests on all that stuff, and you had to have that. And I wouldn't be surprised if Rogue didn't supplement them to get the best Wi-Fi possible.
Yeah, slid them a 20.
Well,
how's your Wi-Fi now?
Well, they sent equipment, so they all had the same equipment. They sent them GoPros, so the cameras could be set up around the floor plan.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, they did put a lot of expense into it, but at the end of the day, I think it was probably cheaper than an in-person comp.
I I'm gonna take your word for it. I have absolutely no idea how much in-person comp costs, much less what that all the rest of that stuff is.
Well, if the streams are $200,000, that's that's the starting point.
This is probably less than that.
Yeah. Jeremy says you're bullying him.
I'm not. I'm bullying his Wi-Fi because it's terrible and everybody knows it.
So it's not bullying, it's facts.
Yeah, 100%. It's just stating the fact. Any one of those, Meg or C, look.
Jeremy, maybe get off dial up and Corey won't attack you. Well, people in Wisconsin don't have the finer things like the rest of us in this country do.
No, I'm pretty sure his modem's made out of cheese.
Yeah. And they have crappy football teams, crappy baseball teams. You know, just
the Brewers. Brewers. It's hard to even say.
It's hard to say. And I say that now my co-host who's a Wisconsin Badger is going to blow me up. Megan is the pot calling the kettle black. They're still running the AOL disc.
10 hours free.
Speaking of funny, this was supposed to be Dad Joke Friday.
Oh, I came prepared. Hold on.
So I have one for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody has one in the chat, throw it in there. Here's my dad joke of the Friday. You know, when you watch Forrest Gump, he's in a lot of historical moments. What generation is he from?
That's an excellent question, Scott. I'm gonna have to defer to your superior knowledge when it comes to that.
Of course, Forrest Gump's part of Gen A.
See, I went and found one. So, you know that drinking alcohol negatively affects the liver and leads to fatty liver, you know, cirrhosis, all that good stuff, which is actually a good thing because I don't drink negatively. I always drink with a pure heart and good intentions. So it's not really that big deal.
Joseph Ramirez with, what do you call fake spaghetti?
And then pasta.
And pasta. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field.
He was 100% outstanding in her field. I saw my wife slightly drunk one afternoon, yelling at a TV, don't go in there. Don't stop. You don't go into church. I mean, she was watching our wedding video again. So
Meg says, Joseph, get off the Google. All right. So that's that. What's your schedule for the weekend?
So I got the bar muscle up, squat clean one done. I may or may not do that one again Monday morning, depending on how I feel.
Was it grippy?
Yeah, 100%. I'm actually glad you said that because I'm right-handed. This is my dominant hand. Okay. When I tell you I'm right-handed, like I do almost nothing with this. And the reason why I know that so well is because yesterday, once I got done, just laid on the ground for a minute because I'm not Colton Burns. I don't just walk off after I finish doing one. And I went to sit up and like kind of put my hands underneath me to like scoop myself up into a full sitting position. And this part of my forearm was so tight that my pinky was like this. And I couldn't straighten it out. Like I wanted to do this and put my hand down, and my pinky was like, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. And to the point, Scott, where like I went to drag it on the ground to try to like straighten it out like that, like to force it. And it did nothing of that. It wouldn't do any of that.
Almost nothing.
Almost nothing.
And Trent liked that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy asked his son if he wanted to hear a construction joke. He said, sure. And I told him I'm still working on it.
Still working. Thanks, folks. I'm here all week. Try the video.
Hey, Birch, what kind of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed sandals. So I know you're recording all these workouts because you've been trashing the workouts, and you just wanted to have video proof that you're going to do them anyway.
100%. 100%. So I feel like I'm gonna get, as soon as the submission window closes, I'm gonna get 3 emails from HQ that start off with, "Oh, you didn't think they was good, huh? Where's your video at?" And we can go from there. But yeah, no, I'm videoing them. Like I said, did that one yesterday. I may or may not take the rest of the day off from quarterfinal stuff just to let my lats and traps kind of recover a little bit. But I'm coaching tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get done with that about 9 my time. Get warmed up, do the row handstand push-up tomorrow morning.
28-2 like Alexis Raptis?
Say it again. No, probably not. Probably not. No, David Johnson, I did not see Magic City's post about videos.
Pulling it up.
I just got distracted by squirrel. Anyway, so I'm going to do that tomorrow morning-ish, and then probably go home, take a shower, eat some lunch, relax for a little bit, come back in the afternoon and do the shuttle run, overhead squat, burpee. And then Sunday, I plan on knocking out the double under deadlift one, because I feel like that's probably going to be the one that's going to has the most opportunity to jack somebody up.
I don't see a post by Magic City about videos per se.
Oh, David said it's their really cryptic response to a question about them requiring them.
Okay. I did read the statement yesterday on the show that they said about there's no required video submission, but people are saying it's not important, blah, blah, blah. And they're saying it should matter. And it does actually matter because they're bringing the top people in, but it doesn't say anything about them requiring anything.
What I got out of that is that they're not inviting anybody just based on past performance. So like Delmore been sending out invites more or less since they announced. And look, that's their problem. You can do whatever you want. And I think, and from what I saw, Magic City said, well, we're not doing that. You want to get invited here, you need to do well in quarterfinals.
So a response to a comment, are you doubling down on integrity for athletes and their judges, or is Magic City Games requiring videos? And their response was section 2.06 of it's the thing we read from Ben Smith, that any athlete with a qualifying score on any quarterfinal workout may be required to provide video of their performance. As a result, we recommend that all athletes in a qualifying position be prepared to provide proof of their performance if requested.
That's Dave Hardy that started that. The judge's judge right there. And then Miss Jamie confidently waiting for a response as well. Which I don't know why she's like waiting on a response to this. You know damn good and well she's recording her video, her workouts.
Yeah, I already saw her shuttle run overhead squat workout. She sent it to me this morning. What that woman is battling through right now with injuries and stuff, I feel for her. I want her to have, because she has never competed in a year that I've known her uninjured.
Right. Yeah, something's always been wrong.
And she was supposed to be out this whole season because of hip surgery. I wish she would get everything fixed so that she doesn't go through the frustration of this another season.
I'm gonna tell you, as an athlete, it's hard it's a hard pill to swallow.
I know. I get it. You don't want to, you only have so much time on this earth. You want to get everything you can out of it. But do you want to get the quality? Do you want to have that woman is fitter than most people I know.
Almost fitter than a lot of dudes I know. Like she would smoke them with the dudes' weights is what I'm getting at.
And doing what she's done with a torn labrum in her shoulder, her hip being all out of whack is just ridiculous. And I don't want to comment too much because we talked about it today, but I'll let her talk about specifics. I just feel for her because I want her to do so well. She's one of my best friends in the world. And I just want it to be good for her. And she's still putting up awesome scores at 60, 70% capacity, maybe, which is unreal.
She's ridiculous, dude. She's ridiculous. It's not even so much you only got so much time on this earth, but like you start feeling like you build a momentum. And like, I can do this, even though I'm dragging my foot behind me the entire time because it's not working like it's supposed to. I can still do this. And if I can, why not do it? And then you fall into, I don't say a trap, but like you fall into that mindset where you're like, well, I might only be able to do them so fast, but I'm just going to do them and we'll just see what happens. And we'll just see what happens. And in the meantime, the nagging stuff gets worse, right? Or doesn't get, or maybe not necessarily gets worse, but doesn't get any better. I mean, I've done it. I would think most, serious, semi-serious competitors in our space have done it. Where you brush it off. Oh, I can work through it. It's fine. I can work through it. It's fine. I'm telling you, my PT asked somebody about their plantar fasciitis one day when he was still at the gym, and they were like, well, when does it hurt? Well, only if I stand on it or if I walk, and he just started laughing. He said, so typical athlete response, it only hurts when I'm awake. Like, right.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want the best for her and hope she gets that somehow.
She's the best.
So anyway, there was something else I had for that and I lost it. Oh, well, there it is.
I forget why I walked the room.
Maybe requiring some videos, which has got to be a bright sign for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm recording everything. If they ask for it, it's a case of I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it any day of the week.
Yeah. Got anything? There was one good joke I missed. Jay Birch, never believe in an atom. They make everything. They make up everything.
That's a good one. My wife told me, don't get upset if somebody calls you fat. You're much bigger than
that. Terry said, every time my kids hurt themselves, my husband would say, does your face hurt? Because it's killing me.
Because it's killing me.
So there it is. All right. So this weekend, hopefully, it'd be really cool if we had a video or two to show on this show, or at least some clips of some videos of Mr. Corey, since you're videoing them anyway.
Oh, yeah. I'll send you mine in a little bit.
I can put them up on the channel if you're good with it, or we can show them on Monday.
Yeah, but they say Monday is probably, I mean, look, not worried about anybody looking at my videos and going, oh, that's what we should do. Yeah, like that's not a big deal. At the very least, all we gotta do is cut the timer out of it, which is easy because I did it on WeTime, and the camera scores at the bottom. But yeah, ain't nobody looking at it going, that's my strategy right there. What that guy's doing, I should probably.
What you're comfortable
Not to say that I'm not fit. I understand that I am well aware that I am fairly freaking fit for my age group. But nobody's looking to me and going, oh, well, let me check and see what Corey's doing on this one. Probably. I mean, maybe somebody is. I don't know.
Jeremy says, go Pack, go Bucks, go Brewers. Eat it, Scott.
Brewers.
Can I say one thing? Yesterday was opening day for the Pirates.
Yes,
they are my favorite team. My favorite big market team are the Mets. They actually had to play the Mets yesterday. Paul Skeens is the one bright light we have in Pittsburgh. LSU boy.
You mean LSU standout Paul Skeens that won a national championship?
That's what
LSU,
I'm telling you.
that guy. I'm just saying.
He sucked yesterday.
And I mean, hey, bro, can't be great.
2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 runs.
Oof. In 2/3 of an inning,
dropped 2 balls.
yeah,
Opening day, and I've already lost hope, dude.
If he was tired from Worlds, Megs, is because nobody else showed up to play at Worlds. That was terrible to watch.
Yeah, he won them the game that got them to the finals. Yeah, he just looked like he was missing the strike zone by that much.
I'm gonna tell you this: Aaron Judge did that, and then also did not show up for Worlds, and then did not show up for opening day as well. That dude struck out 4 times on opening day.
Yeah,
Aaron Judge, who's supposed to be like,
and speaking of judging in like CrossFit, and not Aaron Judge, but judging in CrossFit, you know, they've done this new thing where you can fight balls and strikes, but you're limited to 2 times a game where you can challenge it.
So they gave people challenges,
right? And what it does is if you challenge it, it goes to the robot that you see, the little box on TV where the ball goes through the box.
Yeah.
Everybody that challenged it was wrong. The umpire was right. Isn't that awesome?
So I know we're running long, but Little League coaches tell pitchers and batters, don't argue with the ump. Right? That's like you learn that in Little League. Don't argue with the ump. Let me argue with the ump. And even then, 9 times they're not arguing balls and strikes. What are you going to do about that? Like, all you do is piss him off, and now he's going to call it even tighter or worse. Like, stay in your lane, let them do what they do. That's hilarious.
Yeah, to challenge the ball or strike, you're supposed to tap your helmet. Well, hell, I'd probably fidget and do that.
Yeah, I would be like,
no, I'm not challenging.
Put the bat down, adjust my bat gloves, make sure I do all of this. Oh, you want to? No. Oh, no, let's not do that.
Well, in the one case, I think it was a Yankee, and he was crowding the plate, and so the ball came in tight on him, right? And immediately he's like, boom, 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 like, and they go to the thing. That thing was right on the line of being a strike. He just crowded the plate. It was his own fault.
Yeah, if you stand over the top of the plate, bro, that's.
But it shows you that like we bitch about judging all the time.
Oh, yeah.
In the media, the athletes bitch about it all the time, right? A lot of times they're right. You're not aware of like what you're going through or where your body is in that moment. I just thought it was a good example of like sometimes the judge does know best. Which takes me to like John Wood made a post today that really pissed me off. And I debated exactly whether I was talking about it today or not. And we'll leave it. I'll pull it up and then we'll leave it at that. You guys can determine what you thought. I don't know if he's just trying to get people pissed off.
It would appear so.
So here it is. Qualification for semis of this year is absolutely insane. I don't think you could make a worse format for athletes. All right, I can go with that for now. The only reason I'm expressing my concern is I've been on the other side. When you don't want to question the system you're playing in, majority of the media in our space entirely believe HQ can do no wrong. I don't know if I've listened to a podcast in this space that hasn't been critical of HQ.
That's a blatant lie. Unless the only place he's been watching, I don't even know if Morning Chalk Up has said stuff like and said anything like, "Oh, HQ's just doing a great job." Like,
unless he's watching the CrossFit podcast only.
Correct. Because everybody else, from us to Savant, pick one.
Right. Everybody is critical of HQ. The top athletes don't care to speak up because their establishment is their livelihood. Right. Okay. Just get fitter and you'll qualify. I've been within a few places of qualifying for the games twice. If I took my all-time best placement at quarters, I would still not be good enough to make a semifinal with the current structure we have. We're going to have the same 30 athletes competing at multiple semifinals. That's not true. Just because they've accepted invites now doesn't mean they're not going to withdraw and they're going to backfill.
Mayhem's already lost a bunch of people.
2 for sure.
Yeah.
Menno Anganese, Ariel Lowen have already withdrawn from Mayhem. And that's the first one of the year. And that just got me. All of it just got me. It's such a slant in one direction without any real evidence to back it up.
Yeah.
John Wood is a different cat.
That is one way to put it.
Even Talking Elite Fitness, which used to be their thing to play advocate. Yeah, even they've been critical. Well, everybody wants to watch only the top athletes. That's not true. Semifinals are too expensive and they need to make money cuts.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't really. And then he says, go rent a high school cafeteria. How are you going to do a CrossFit semifinal, regional, whatever, in a cafeteria?
I was in a middle school cafeteria yesterday, and I can promise you it's not big enough to hold a semifinal. I've been in my son's former cafeteria a bunch of times while he was in high school for 4 years, playing in the band, because that's where they played. I can promise you, that's a big school, dude. And it ain't big enough by far to hold a semifinal. Not happening.
And the only example he gives on this is the one where they went back to Carson.
Yeah. The guy was at Carson and only 5% of the seats were filled. Okay. You just named one example. There was standing room only at Mayhem.
A bad area of California.
Yes.
Hotels were crowded with homeless people.
And hyper expensive. Like, it's super expensive area that is run down and basically on fire and covered in homeless people. You're talking about one example. One.
He's just bitter that he didn't make the games.
That's what it sounds like.
I don't know. Yeah. We'll finish on that. Good big negative note. There you go.
And now you guys enjoy your weekend.
The homeless on the streets of Albany were more informed than this guy.
And we know that because Hiller talked to him. Which is one of my favorite.
Mayhem's gym and where they hold the Mayhem Classic is bigger than any cafeteria I have ever been in. By far.
And it was slap full of people. Like, it's sold out.
Right. But you can't compare the Mayhem can hold an event and a cafeteria can also, because I've never seen a cafeteria that big.
Also, Mayhem's designed for barbells to be dropped on the floor repeatedly. And
they have rigs. And they have all the stuff.
All the stuff's already built in. Cafeteria is not. I'm gonna tell you right now, the second day I was at Fitness of the Coast, the warm-up area that they had us in was like a ballroom type area because it's in a not a hotel, but the convention center thing. And in the middle of the floor, they had a big old section roped off just on the carpet area, and we were like, "That's odd. That wasn't like that yesterday." And the concrete broke. Like, the floor underneath broke from us dropping barbells in there. And it was dropping them on rubber mats. Like, everybody, they brought a bunch of rubber mats for us to warm up on and whatnot. And it tore it up. Now, can you imagine? Let's go do that at a cafetorium?
Yeah.
High school? No, bro.
So they held a competition here outside of Columbus at a high school. And I don't know if you've seen a basketball court, how they put that gloss finish on the floor, right? Andy Katzenmoyer, who played for the New England Patriots and the Ohio State Buckeyes, came to the competition, competed. There was a max lift. He ran out of weight and they went and got him more. He dropped it from overhead and it cracked the floor.
Yeah.
Like $600,000 in damage. 600,000. That's an expensive semifinal. Yeah, I saw that. You can do Caroline zigzags in the cafeteria. That's about it. Yeah, you can't even do the sprint on either end.
No.
You're really just doing like the 7-cone drill or 5-cone drill.
5-cone drill.
5-cone drill.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
And still not considering the cost of setup, breakdown, transporting the equipment, and the stream. Right.
Yeah. It ain't like you can just roll up at it. And on top of that, roll up in a school district and just be like, hey, I want to borrow your cafeteria. And I only want to pay $200 for it or something insane like that. And they're going to be like, I don't know who you are, but get off this campus before we call the police.
Yeah. But we have talked about like running a football field might make sense.
That would make way more sense.
Right.
That way you're on grass or you're on turf or something like that, where it's more designed for sport, not so much inside a place that is designed just to hold a bunch of people while they eat or watch a show or whatever else is going on.
At the 2024 CrossFit Games, where there was a drowning and a death, they held this second day at a football stadium that had 15,000 people there.
Yep.
For that event. A high school football stadium could be done.
Yeah.
Cafeteria, no freaking way. No. But he probably doesn't want to be outside in the elements. So he went with cafeteria.
Doesn't want to be outside in the elements. I highly recommend going to, or doesn't think he wants to be, go to Beach Brawl. That just happened last weekend. It's outside, the entire thing. And it's beautiful. It's nice. Always the wind's always blowing. We did have rain must-ups last year I went. That was kind of a problem because it was blowing the first day, especially. Like I looked up and they were just doing like this. She said, all right, got to time that jump, just be able to jump up and catch them. But other than that, it's beautiful. It wasn't too hot. It never gets cold. That's a really nice event. Is there a chance it might rain? Sure. You're outside. It's in nature. Waza's the same way, right? Granite Games. Wasn't Granite Games all outside?
Yep.
That was another one. All outside in a good part of the year where the weather's not too bad, dude. Like, bring it outside.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm for it. It's kind of where the roots of CrossFit started anyway, right? People love when we go to the ranch because it's gritty, it's old school, it's what we do. Like maybe embrace that more in upcoming semifinals, regionals, whatever we want to call them.
Whatever it ends up looking like.
He's competed at TFX a lot. He's no stranger to the outside. I think he competed at Granite Games too one year. I've interviewed him at least once. I know I interviewed him more than once, like after events. But yeah. There it is. All right, guys. 2 p.m. CrossFit channel is going live with some workouts, apparently. Eastern time, that is, right?
I'm so curious at this point. Like, I really want to see who are they going to have on there.
I'm anxious to see who's willing to put it out there.
I mean, Ariel, apparently.
Yeah.
And then who else? I mean, I look at it like this. Like, if you can beat me. Cool. Go crazy. These are my times.
And at this stage, you're not qualifying for the games.
Nope.
You're just trying to get to the next phase, right?
That is it. And I feel like the people who are going live, like Colton did, like Fee did this morning, there's no question those guys are moving on to semifinals. The people who are actually worried about being on that cusp of trying to get to semifinals probably want to keep their stuff close to the vest. So chances are better not, it's going to be a good show whenever it does come on.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Can't wait to check it out.
Same.
We'll talk about it Sunday night on Sunday Night CrossFit Talk. We'll talk about it Monday when we get back into the swing of things. Next week's going to be crazy. I'll talk about that Monday or Tuesday. But hope you guys have a great weekend. Go check out the Glintons. They're going to do some stuff tomorrow morning, Sunday morning with Joseph for sure. Check out CrossFit Podcast today with Whatever Happens, Boys Interrupted. And I think Girls Unfiltered are going, I think Fee's doing all of hers live. I don't think Alexis committed to that, but Fee is doing all of hers live.
Well, Fee thought she wasn't even going to compete in the season at all. So at this point, she's got nothing to lose.
Yeah. She said it actually helps her mentally in the competition, the competing piece to go live. So,
yeah.
All right. With that, get your third Z, code Jazzy, 15% off, all of that stuff. Like, subscribe, get us to 3,000. That'd be awesome. And other than that, guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself, and we'll see you soon. Later.